welcome to my channel. This is Royal Care-Counselling Outreach, and of course your online counselor. My name still remains Rachel. So if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Thank you. So I posted about 3 stories. Today we are going to be addressing each and every one of those stories. So the first story I'm going to talk about is a man in a love triangle. If you have not read the story before, please go back to my channel and watch the story, because I screen recorded the story. So a man is involved with 2 women, or was involved with 2 women at different points in his life. Both of them both got pregnant and they both terminated it. And the man is like, why would they both terminate the baby? And after a while, a year or some months later, they still want to be in his life back. We should respond to that, because presently he is still seeing one of the girls who terminated the pregnancy. Please, if you don't understand the story, please feel free to go to my previous video. You will see the story there. So if we are to do the clarity of everything, we will first start with the man. We don't understand why girls are getting involved with you and you are owning up to your responsibility and you are going to meet up to their expectation, and yet they still get rid of their pregnancy. Let's ask you, sir, are you caring? Are you emotionally there for them? Do you abuse them? That is, do you assault them? Because a man cannot be okay in his character wise and in his socialization and still have issues with ladies. So let's look at the ladies in the on the other side. The ladies you might not be the ladies' spec. The ladies might see it that, okay, you are an alternative bird, you're not their spec, but let them just get involved with you, pending the time they will get their main person. Or they might be doing that. You said one is so rude to you. They might be doing that because you might be their spec. On the other hand, being their spec, they might like you, but maybe your character is toxic to their being. They might feel, okay, if I eventually give birth for this child, for this man, is he going to respect me as a woman? Because women love respect, in as much as men love respect, in the sense that you don't disgrace them, you don't demoralize them in the presence of your friends, your family. There's a way you treat a woman and the woman feels treated like a woman. Probably you don't do that. Maybe you talk to them in a saucy way. So maybe the women might feel, okay, this man is not yet ready. There's a difference between when a man is ready and when he's just looking out for a child. Can I cope with this man? Can I wake up every day to see this man by my side? Would I be able to honor this man? Maybe that's what the women are looking out for. So on the other hand, the women might have gone out to check other men, and they realize that, okay, among the men I've tried, I think you are better. That's why they always come back, because you say you feed them, you clothe them, they are okay. There's this saying that if a woman doesn't try 2 husbands, it's one Yoruba adage, she will know the one that is okay. So the probably she might have tried, they both might have tried women out, another man outside, different men outside, and they realize, okay, I think I still prefer my former man, so they end up running back to you. Or they might not see their spec and still end up, we have stated 3 things. They might not see their spec, they run back to you. You might not be their spec, but you are their alternative, they run back to you. Among all the men they might have been with, they feel you are better than others, so they run back to you. So that might be the point. Then secondly, I don't know if both the man and the ladies are both in love. I don't think the both parties were in love. Maybe they just started as friends with benefits. They had sex, they took him for each other, and of course after the pregnancy she came to tell the man, I'm pregnant for you, and the man is like, whoa, I'm happy, I want to get involved with you. The lady might see that, okay, do I really love this? Most ladies, like I said, they have a spec, but at the end of the day, most ladies don't end up marrying their spec. Their spec might not be ready, and their spec might not be into them. Their spec might not give them that kind of attention they need, And at the end of the day, here comes a man who is ready to marry them, especially if they're in their late 20s, their 30s. Here comes a man who is ready to marry them. They just end up marrying the man and feel, okay, at the end of the day, I'm going to love this man, I'm going to cherish him. A bed at hand, they say, is better than a promised cock. So they end up going for the available instead of the person they love. So at the end of the day, they might not be in love with you, but when they think one or two, they end up going for the available. That's you who is the available. So I think the person you are still involved with, that's the second lady who you accepted back into your life. Let's do a research on her. Use her for research so that you find where you are faulty, where you need help. Number one, sit her down, talk heart to heart. Ask her if she's to change something about you, if she's to change your character, what would she like to change? That's number one. You're finding out the problem, where the problem is coming from. You are identifying the problem. Then number two, collecting those data. That is, you are getting those informations from her. After getting those informations from her, you are able to identify those information, then you collect them. After collecting those information, you interpret them in your quiet time. Interpretation means you sit down, you think about it, you recall what she has said or what she has told you she would like to change about you, what she don't like about you. If you are to marry her, if she's to change something about you, you interpret them. You ask yourself, okay, this is where I've gone wrong, this is my character that she don't like, okay, this is how I can change them. Then of course you submit your data for analysis. Submission of data for analysis means that you come back to the counselor, that is, the counselor does a follow-up service. She checks the data that you have collected. She checks your interpretation. That is me. I will check your interpretation of data. Then I'll be able to help you out in coming to a conclusion. That is, in coming to an evaluative answer. I don't know if I'm making any point. Meaning, I will be able to decide, okay, this is where you have gone wrong, this is where you have gone wrong, this is where you need to adjust. And of course, you'll be able to work on yourself. You'll be able to, since you have been able to identify the problem, meaning after talking heart to heart with that lady, she has told you things she wants to change about you. That is the first solution to this problem. Identifying the problem. She has told you, okay, I don't like the way you talk to me rudely, I don't like the way you yell at me, I don't like the way you scold me. You have been able to identify those problems. You have been able to collect those data. Then interpretation of those data is when you go on your own quiet time to think, okay, this was where I was rude to her. This was, okay, probably I spoke rudely to her in the presence of my friend, in the presence of my family. Probably she doesn't like it. Okay, now I get. So that's why they see me as rude and saucy. Then you come back to the client. The client listening to you is also a follow-up service. The client will listen to all those data collected. The client will listen to your interpretations, or where you saw that you have gone wrong. I said the client, sorry, please pardon my errors. The counselor, of course, will listen to, I'm sorry, please pardon my errors. The counselor will be able to listen to, of course, where you have gone wrong. The counselor is going to be able to help you to come to a successful and educative and healthy decision. With this, sir, you're going to be able to know where you have gone wrong, while a lady or one or two ladies are getting pregnant for you and terminating it and leaving you or dumping you for a while, then returning back to you to start up from afresh. So thank you for listening to today's edition of Our Love Triangle from one of our clients. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, of course. I still remain Royal Care-Counselling Outreach, your online counselor. Have a lovely day. I love you all. Bye.